created the modern conservative movement. Okay, Roger? Hey, Roger Hickey, great to see you. OurFuture.org, another great organization. Russell Kirk started the modern conservative movement in many ways, and he animated, I mean, this is the book that I can't tell you how many times back in the years when I used to sit and watch Firing Line with my dad on the weekends, where William F. Buckley would refer to Russell Kirk. And Barry Goldwater would talk about Russell Kirk, and my dad would talk about Russell, and I read Russell Kirk. And in fact, I still remember quite vividly the first chapter of Russell Kirk's book, The Conservative Mind, is devoted to Sir Edmund Burke. Sir Edmund Burke was the British philosopher and you know, who Thomas Paine spent 2 weeks with on his way to the French Revolution and got so frankly pissed off at that he wrote an entire book as a rebuttal to Burke. His book was called The Rights of Man, and which is also available in the store and is a good read. But anyhow, Kirk was, in my mind, most famous for his comment about, you know, basically he was a conservative's conservative. In other words, society should move forward, but it should move forward slowly and gradually in measured steps that are recalibrated continuously, none of this rapid change stuff. Right? That's basically the conservative philosophy in a nutshell. The non-toxic conservative philosophy. Literally my dad's conservative philosophy, my dad who died a conservative in 2006. That was that philosophy. But Russell Kirk pushed it a little bit. I mean, given the times, he thought that people who did not own property and were not the upper class should not even be allowed to vote. In fact, one of his quotes was, it does me no harm if a man is allowed to engage in a profession as servile as that of hairdresser or tallow maker, candle maker, but it does society considerable violence if such a man is allowed to participate in governments. You know, so that is what Russell Kirk opens his book with, is a chapter on Sir Edmund Burke. And in The Conservative Mind, keep in mind this was 1951, maybe 52. In The Conservative Mind, Kirk predicts that if the American middle class continues to grow at the rate it had been since the end of World War II, or really even since the mid-30s, if the American middle class gets wealthy enough, then it's going to cause enormous social instability. And from a conservative's point of view, that's not a good thing. Social change over time, fine. Social instability, bad. And by the way, this debate's been going on for a long time. Read the letters between Thomas Jefferson and John Adams. And John Adams was a conservative's conservative, moved step by step right down to the Alien Sedition Acts of 1798, you know, just trying to shut down any kind of, you know, don't talk back to me, is basically his motto. He put 18 editors, newspaper editors in jail and shut down the newspapers. One of them, Benjamin Franklin Bach, grandson of Benjamin Franklin, got put in prison by President John Adams for saying that Adams was old, toothless, querulous, and balding. That was a crime. For that he went